And he was just a regular guy. Yes, on stage, the Prince of Darkness, but a loving father, dedicated husband. Sharon and Ozzy have been together decades and decades. Most people break up their families, especially men, and abandon their families. He was a stand-up guy who treated the Queen of England the way he treated next-door neighbor. Hey, would you like some, biscuits and some tea? He treated everybody the same. He had an enormous personality. He would walk in a room. By the way, I spoke with somebody recently, and he was doing an interview with Ozzy, and as Ozzy was coming down the hallway, it was a radio station, he had his arms open like this, as if it was a family member, and he never even met the guy. And sorry if I stumble here, because, it hit me like a ton of bricks. The way it hit all Ozzy fans, just devastating, because you'd like to think the bad guys die young. Ozzy was a pure soul, never hurt anybody, and, was there on stage creating, this amazing spectacle. So we happen to have been going to the same movie theater, my family and Ozzy's family. They're in front. And he turns around and says, "Oh, Gene, how are you? Ozzy, hey, what's going on?" So we greet each other. So you'd think, so what was the recent tour? What was the gross? How many? None of that. How's the family? How are the kids? It was people talk. And that's the main thing about Ozzy. Yes, the Prince of Darkness. Also, he had a heart of gold. Here he is being paid tribute, along with Sabbath, by the biggest bands on the planet, Metallica and everybody else. And he's supposed to be this dark figure and all that. And you can see his heart pumping, and he goes to everybody, "I love you," to the fans, and blowing kisses. What kind of thing is that for the Prince of Darkness to do? Actually, that's the real Ozzy.